Okay, so there's a new report on Iran's missile capabilities. Let's break down what's really going on.
And it all centers on this one quote from an international council. It's a real game changer.
You see, for years, Iran has insisted its missiles max out under 2,000 kilometers. But something just happened that's making people seriously question that long-held claim. It all comes down to a failed missile strike on a very important and very remote U.S. base.
And Diego Garcia, yeah, it really matters. It's a huge forward operating base for the U.S.
Think about it. Trying to hit a tiny island like this, that is an incredibly difficult shot. So analysts are saying even though it failed, the attempt itself was the message. And that brings us to this number, 4,000 kilometers. That's a whole new ballgame. You heard the quote. A range like this literally changes the map of potential threats. So what does that mean? Well, suddenly, some major European capitals are in range. We're talking about places like Paris, which would now be within striking distance.
And London, too. Both could now be considered vulnerable.
But, this isn't exactly a surprise. The US and Europe have been anticipating this. In fact, a pretty robust, multi-layered defense system is already set up to counter this.
So the defense side seems clear, but the diplomatic signals, well, they're all over the place.
At the time, President Trump said he was in talks with Iran's top leadership to end the conflict. But then, Iran's parliament speaker came out and said, nope, no talks. That's fake news. So you ended up with two completely different stories from the US and Iranian governments, which leaves us with a messy picture, new military threats, and total diplomatic confusion. So the big question is, what's next? Will diplomacy win out, or will defense take the lead?